Hello there, Rochelle, Dreaming English, and today I'm going to talk to you about the process of learning languages and also some idioms that have to do with the word hand or hands. Okay, so this is my really old book from college, and it is 2001 Spanish and English Idioms. I was looking around and I was cleaning up things and I was organizing piles of stuff. I found this book. I was reading it. I came across a lot. Let's see, I think there's probably almost 30 idioms that have to do with the word hand in English. There's a section in the beginning that is all Spanish to English idioms, which are sayings, right? And then in the back, it's English to Spanish. So I thought we would talk about those. What's interesting is that sometimes when we use the word hand in English, they don't use that word in Spanish. So you'll also get to hear me speak Spanish. So for my Spanish speakers, my Spanish viewers, let me know in the comments below how my pronunciation is. And if you are not from a Spanish-speaking country, well, I'm sorry, I only speak English and Spanish right now. I'm working on other languages, but this is my English and Spanish idiom book, so that's what I'm going to do right now. So the first one that I have is by hand. And they have an example, or a mano, right? They have an example. It says, they used to write all their letters by hand. Now I added, this book is from, let me see, when is this book written? This book is written in, the first printing of this book is 1976. Now, that was the first printing. I was not in college in 1976. I think it was reprinted again. I'm not exactly sure when it was reprinted, but I'm sure this is not from 1970s. Oh, 2001. So it was reprinted again in 2001. 2001, it was reprinted. So I added something. So it said, they used to in the past, they used to write all their letters by hand, right? And here's an old letter that I got when I was in college. This was from my college roommate. Now they send emails. So they send emails. So let me read. Escriban todos sus cartas a mano. And I added, ahora envían correo electrónico. All right, so that was my first one. They used to send letters by hand, and now they send them by email. Okay, my second one is on the one hand, on the other. And in Spanish, it's de por un lado, or de por otro. So they're not using the word mano or hand, they're using side. On the one side, on the other. So the example is, on the one side, she likes her work. On the one hand, she likes her work. On the other, she gets tired. She gets tired of sitting all day. De por un lado, le gusta su trabajo. De por otro, se cansar de estar sentada. So they don't use the word hand in Spanish. They use the word lado instead. All right, so my third example is on the other hand. And that translates to en cambio or al contrario. And the example is this one on the other, this one on the other hand is ours. So this one, this book, on the other hand, is ours. Este, en cambio, or al contrario, es el nuestro, right? So they're not using the word hand. So it's interesting how one language uses the word hand, one hand or the other, and the other language is using other words. So just how the languages evolved. That's why I learn language, actually, is I'm very interested in how languages evolve, and especially English, how it has its roots in Latin and its roots in Germanic languages and Greek. And where did the word hand come? Where did the word mano, is the word maintain, has the root of mano, which is hand. So there's words that are coming into English from Latin and from Greek and from German. So it's very interesting how the languages evolve. The fourth example I have, all right, let's see, is to be an old hand. An old hand. Now, they don't say this as much, but anyway, this book, as I said, was first printed in 1976 and then reprinted in 2001, but some people might say this. So it means to be an expert, or ser experto. And the example is, he's an old hand at golf. And I will draw my golfer. So the example again is, he's an old hand at golf, or es un experto jugador de golf. All right, and now let's see. I'll give a couple more examples. I'm not sure what number I'm on. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is my fifth example. I'm not sure. To be on hand. That means to be available, or in Spanish, estar disponible. So he's never on hand when I need him. He's never on hand. He's never available when I need him. Nunca está disponible cuando lo necesito. And the next one, to change hands. Cambiar de dueño. It means, like, basically when a business changes hands, where one owner sells the business to another. So the example is, the hotel changed hands. So again, in English, my example is, the hotel changed hands, or el hotel cambió de dueño. All right, so that is, let's see, another one is to get out of hand, or desmandarse. The situation got out of hand, and they had to call the police. They had a big party, and it got really, really loud. It got out of hand, and they had to call the police. All right, I added that last part, so I'm going to try to translate that on the go here. Let's see. La situación se demasiado. Tenemos una festiva y hay mucha gente y se llama, or se tenían que llamar la policía. Now the last part, I'm not sure if it's correct, because I just did that in my head and on the fly, right? I just added that part. Okay, so any case, let me know what the correct translation is for that. That would be great. And let's see, to have a free hand. To have a free hand. This one's not said as much, but I think this one, like, tener carta blanca. Carta blanca is in the English lexicon. Like, to have carta blanca is like free reign, or plena libertad. He had free hand at his job. Like, he had free reign. He got to make the decisions that he wanted to. And tenía carta blanca, plena libertad en su trabajo. And the last one, the last example that I have, is to have at hand, or tener a mano. Means, like, okay, I needed some pepper. I had it at hand. It was like I had that. So he had it at hand, lo tenía a mano. In the comments below, if you could write a couple sentences with some of these examples, that would be great. And if you do like this video, please subscribe and hit the bell. So that way you'll know when we post another video. Thanks for watching.